Want to know if Call of Duty Blackout is good? Let's take a look. Hey, hello gamers, I'm VK, and in this video we're going to take a look at Call of Duty's Blackout mode. Over the past few days I've seen a lot of positive and negative opinions on Blackout, and because this is a mode with such controversy, I thought I'd take my time a little and hold off on posting this video to give you a more polished first impression. That's not to say that anyone who posted day one made a bad one, but I did see a lot of misinformed, biased COD hating, as well as bugs being swept under the rug because of people's love for Treyarch or Black Ops itself. Now if you're looking for a review that completely bashes Blackout, then you're in the wrong place. I'll be giving you an honest representation of my experiences, but overall those were positive. I played the Blackout beta on PC and it ran great, and I played the Black Ops 4 beta on PS4 and both ran smooth as butter, so I can't assume that Blackout will run bad on console either. With that said, let's take a look at the elephant in the room and address the fact that it is a battle royale. So how much does it copy PUBG, King of the Kill, Fortnite, and other battle royale games? Well, honestly, in the most minimal ways. It feels like a brand new experience altogether. Yes, Call of Duty also has you having to jump out of a plane, open a chute, picking up weapons and meds, and has you fighting to the last man standing, but that's it. Not to mention that's the core of Battle Royale. Without all that stuff, it wouldn't really be a Battle Royale game. Its individuality lies in the details. When gliding down in Blackout, you have a wingsuit and only later open a parachute, and that feels oddly satisfying. Yes, you have 3 tiers of equipment like in most games, but you also find supply crates that allow you to change up some stuff. Unlike most Battle Royales, it includes a few vehicles which only really the top Battle Royale games do well, and I think that Blackout does it the best so far. The vehicles work well mechanically, they do not induce lag when you're traveling, at least not for me, and they're very hard to use as a means for roadkill, although it's still very possible. The swimming is solid, but also Blackout allows you to find perks stashed around the map, give you certain advantages, as well as fan-favorite weapons like the ICR, ray gun, and many more. It's honestly strangely pleasing to pick up a 50 cal sniper rifle and go off at the enemies. It even features zombies in certain areas, has the monkey bomb from zombies that attracts zombies just like it would in zombies, and it allows you to play as fan-favorite characters from previous Black Ops campaigns, multiplayers, and zombies. Which brings us to the matter of the campaign. And a lot of people say that Blackout came instead of the campaign, and although I don't know 100% for sure if that's the case, it is very coincidental. There's been some info that kind of says it is, but at the same time there's no actual confirmation of this. It seems very coincidental that one classic mode isn't in there when a new one is. So in all likelihood it was replaced for that reason, but does it matter that much? For me, the campaign was always the least important part of the game, and I'm sorry for the people that loved it, but that's not what COD has been to me in over a decade. Sure, I remember the early CODs being great campaigns, and even some recent ones had good ones, but from my perspective, we'd finish them in a week and then go to the multiplayer or the zombies anyways. And I could see myself spending way more time in Blackout than I ever would do in the campaign. So to me, I don't agree that it had to go, but I do see how Blackout over the campaign is a win in terms of replayability, and in terms of sheer content for players. However, I do hope that something like a backstory gets added later on, maybe in the form of a mini-series around a specialist, or a campaign, or even something like a comic book or a cartoon to give some backstory at least. So we know what's different, we know what's new, so how's the gameplay? Well, Blackout, just like Black Ops 4, altogether runs smooth. It's the only way I can describe Call of Duty. It runs smooth. The gunplay is pretty solid. I love how the HUD is displayed with the elegant style, making it all look as compact as possible, slanting everything a little, and I honestly like how the info on the top right that shows you how many players are left and how many you've killed complements the kill feed. It would be great to get this kill count in the multiplayer as well, honestly. Having a pretty massive map, large enough for people to drive around in with quads and trucks and fly around in with choppers and boat around in with boats? Is that a thing? Sure, it is now. It incorporates fan-favorite maps with new areas, making it feel familiar but fresh. Good job Treyarch, honestly. I've seen certain people say that Blackout's original 80 players is too few, but I've played games with less, so I personally think this is fine. However, since starting this review, they have updated this to 88 players, so I thought I'd mention that to show you that Treyarch does actually listen. Graphically, people say that Call of Duty's engine is on its last legs, and although it's an oldie, I don't believe that this is the case. Not just yet. It needs to be said that this Call of Duty has to support up to 88 players in the server instead of 18 or even 12 or 13 on other modes. That's both in recent CODs and even in Black Ops 4 itself. It has been said that this Call of Duty is actually being upscaled from a lower resolution, which I cannot confirm because I haven't seen the information. But judging from the small loss in graphics and honestly the performance gain that you would have from upscaling it from a lower resolution, that actually does make sense. However, I cannot confirm this, so make your own assessment there. I personally think it looks fine, nothing groundbreaking, but I don't get COD for the best graphics in the market, so I can't say that this is a deal breaker for me. I still play older CODs and this is certainly better than that, so it's okay for me. The only bugs I noticed were sometimes at the start of a match I'd have a black screen for a second, and one time I had it for much longer, so I just left. I also have noticed that sometimes trees will flicker in and out of existence, which is a hard word for me because Belgian people can't say the word tree. Literally, we just say the number 3. I'm trying to say the plant, the big thing that grows, alright? Deal with it. But all this should be pretty fixable, so I'm confident that it will be fixed by the time the game releases. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I don't rate games because that's not what I do, but if I'd have to say that I'm positive or negative about Blackout, then I'd have to say I'm pretty positive. It will be pretty decent as a standalone game, but as yet another mode in a long-standing franchise such as Call of Duty, it's something fresh, it's something new, it's something cool. But I don't think we can expect this in every COD to come. I think they're just going to go back to the campaign, and this is kind of like a one-off, so they really just get it out there and get some fresh content, and then kind of do something else again, because Battle Royale doesn't seem sustainable for Call of Duty. I fear that there's going to be too many players on the market in terms of Battle Royale very soon, and it's not something that I would continue with. But hey, this isn't just about me. Let me know in the comments what you think about Blackout. Do you think it's good or bad? Do you like or hate the graphics? What about the gameplay, and do you think future CODs will have their own Battle Royale modes, or is this a one and done? Anyways, if you enjoyed this video and any video that I create, please leave a like down below and let me know what you liked about it. And if you want to see more of these, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, because I like bells. This has been VK, and I will see you next video.